This is a super viral post. It has almost 50 million views from a few days ago. I actually have communicated with this guy in the past. This guy has made a game called Toon Souls. I don't know if you've seen this being passed around, but he had this tweet, said, "My game is good. The algorithm just ignores me." And he pops up, This popped off 50 million views.
I saw this.
Here. Okay, you saw this. Let's go ahead and take a quick glance. Obviously, very inspired by Cuphead.
Yep. You want to talk about a brutal game? Cuphead's brutal. This looks like similar.
Not that bad. All right. So you get the idea. Run and gun, right? Cuphead inspired strongly
100%.
with the look here. Now, this guy, prior to this, the guy who's a developer here, when you scroll through his tweets, they're very much in this vein of my game is good, just nobody notices me. And it was very like woe is me-ish, if you will. He has other games out there in the same kind of style. He has a pinball game here, which looks very similar.
Yeah, very similar style. That rubber hose look, you know.
Mm-hmm. He's done another game that is like Bennett Foddy that involves the grabbing, getting up with Bennett Foddy or whatever that game was, where you're using your axe to move up the level or whatever.
Oh yeah,
falling down, whatever that game was. He's had several of those, and you just kind of scroll through and you can see he's done like, FPS, right?
So that looks like that looks like that mouse game that's going to come out. The first person, what's that called? It's like the 1950s rubber hose.
Mouse PI.
Yeah. That looks like that almost.
Okay, so same type of thing here, but he has gone out of his way, and this is a bigger conversation here, but this was pointed out. Your game is literally AI generated. I'm not even joking. Look at the media tab, right? So this has been pointed out, and this has 67 million likes, right? He actually has ratioed the initial post over here of it being AI generated. Now, look, I've first and foremost, I wanted to open it up to you guys. So your thoughts on AI generation? This is an ongoing conversation, and let me just open by saying we are in a unique time where people are are trying to figure out what should be human, what should be AI. If you use Photoshop, are you using AI technology to autofill your picture, your color? Are we using AI right now because I'm able to pull blabs from the is this all AI? This is all code and stuff, right? Like where does the rule stop and start, right? But it was interesting to kind of see this guy get called out on this. I don't know what this has done for his sales, but this was a very viral post that popped off. So Ray, what are your thoughts on this?
So I'm an artist, right? I do production for a living. I do video editing, I do photography, I do videography, I do all the things as a living. There are certain parts of my toolbox where I say AI can be a very powerful tool, but it's not a replacement. Like my beef with AI right now is people just like go into ChatGPT and they'll explain a scene and then they'll use it. And it's usually crap. Like it's usually not very good. And then they're like, "Oh, I'm a graphic designer." No, you're not. You're not a graphic designer. You're not doing this work at all. But I, as a designer, will use AI to generate missing resources that I then put back into my main canvas or to fill shading. As a photographer, about a year ago, I took a photo of, I don't know, it's like a parrot or something like that. And it was just came out a little bit grainy. And so I was like, let's test this AI thing out. So I put it in ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT, don't change anything about this picture. All I want you to do is clean it up. Okay. Balance the color to bring it to industry standard. I wanted to see like what it did as a cleanup. And I noticed that there was things about the beak of the bird that weren't quite the same. Instantly, I was like, this is not my image anymore. Like 100%, this is not what I shot. It looks relatable, but it's not me. I think there's in content creation and in movies and in video games, in some questions, do the ends justify them? Like, does it matter? Okay, so like if that game is AI created and it's good, do I as a consumer care? I don't know if I care as a consumer. As an artist, it bothers me.
Okay. And I think those are both extremely fair. And I think that's the one thing that I go back to is the classic, and you may appreciate this, the classic Bill Parcells
Yeah.
Quote, don't tell me about the pain, just show me the baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as a consumer, as a customer,
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how you got there.
Yep.
I just care if it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Just show me the good stuff. And that is definitely one of those things that, you know, and that may seem very callous.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? And our job, we are a production company here at Side Scrollers, right? We produce content. This live show is a part of things that we produce on a day-to-day basis. We're going to be producing more shows in 2026. That's what the Fundathon was all about.
Yeah.
I have no problem leveraging existing tools to help create content for you guys. No problem with that. So when it comes to the AI, like this is one of those situations where look, my dad he's been a commercial illustrator his entire life, his entire professional career. I have seen the work that has been done with his hands, with brush strokes. I think there is so much tremendous value in that. Now, we took one of his images. You know, he has a very unique art style.
Yeah.
We took one of his images and I just popped it into Photoshop and asked it to replicate something with AI.
Yep.
It was able to create.
Dude, that Photoshop AI tool is super strong.
Ridiculous.
It is insane. And
he was kind of taken back at the idea, as most artists would be. But I think in a situation right here, this is one of those things where you better get off the tracks because that train's coming through, man. You better hop on the train or get out of the way.
I mean, look, the entire, I mean, for the second year in a row, Coca-Cola's Christmas marketing campaign, which is like beloved, it's a national treasure.
Yep.
For a second year in a row, it's all AI. I mean, like it's all AI generated. And again, like somewhere in that campaign, there's still some person that's stitching that together and taking those elements and doing it. I don't know what Coke did. I don't know how much of it is and how much of it isn't, but like that AI tool that we were talking about for Photoshop, one of the craziest things I've ever seen was the demo that somebody did of that. They took a picture, they put their cell phone upside down in like their backyard, and they took a picture of just the grass, and it made the grass look like it was tall in the way that they had framed the shot. And then they uploaded that into Photoshop, and they used the AI tool to expand it. Instead of it being vertical, they made it into a landscape, and it finished that. And then they selected a section and they said put mountains here, and they selected a section, said put beautiful flowers, and by the time it was over, it looked like a legitimate like photo of a country mount, like, and it's all fake other than the original grass. Like that's tough. And what makes it tough for me is, and I don't want to like go on a super rant here, but like about a year and a half ago, there was a YouTube account that was growing because he was taking he had AI generated Justin Bieber's voice, and he had AI generated church worship song lyrics for brand new church worship songs. And he was putting this video on YouTube, and he wasn't selling the music totally. He also AI generated video footage to make like a music video. And so he releases Justin Bieber Gets Saved and Here's His Worship album, right? Oof. And it has 5 million views. I mean, like it had more views than I could imagine. Now, on the one hand, he's not selling these tracks, so is it really copyright? But on the other hand, he's joined and been a part of the YouTube creator program and has made a significant amount of money off the views and the ad revenue for this. Like, so does Justin Bieber now have the ability to sue for likeness of his voice? Does he not? That's why we had that shutdown in Hollywood a couple years ago, because the unions they don't know what to do with this. And from video games to entertainment to YouTube to Twitter to all of these things that like likes and clicks and hits and likes and clicks and hits mean life and death for creators. This is how we get paid. This is what we do. It is just a really weird, dangerous gray spot right now. Like it's what is moral, what is immoral, what is right, what is wrong.
Right.
I think like if you are an artist, if you're a graphic designer, and you're using AI as a tool that's helping you shape what your vision is and fill in gaps that you have or whatever, or clean up things that you can, I can understand that. But if you're just going to make up a fake Justin Bieber music page and release fake albums that are sound like him, something that he would never ever do, and you're making money off that, I think it's critically wrong. The video game is the weird in between still to me. Like, does it matter? Does the game play good? Is it fun? Is it entertaining? Or is it going to be some broken AI slop that I've paid $10 for? And again, I think my bigger thing is like, how's Cuphead not sued these people for infringement on their IP? That's the question.
There's a difference between infringing and being inspired by, right? And I guess that's. And by the way, I think it's just one dude. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of his posts prior to this were like, I think I'm going to quit, but I think he's just kind of, caught on.
Yeah, looking for. He wants people to be like, no, don't leave, come back.
Don't leave. Yeah, it's kind of another pity thing. Hey, YouTube suggested that you should watch this video too, so you should probably do it.